Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day, and thank you all so much for taking the time to stop by and support the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Today, we have a new free-to-play deck, all December long, doing a different budget deck every single day. No rares, no mythics. These decks consist solely of uncommons and commons, right? That's what is known as an Artisan format deck. Very easy to build out a variety of decks without breaking the bank, and then you can experience Magic for all that it has to offer, right? This is an Orzhov Sacrifice build that is more control than you may have experienced in the past. Now, we are missing a couple key combo pieces, Raise the Past primarily, so it loses that power. However, you know, it is really making up for it with the surplus of removal, right? So, Toils of War is what we'll be building around for 2 mana. When it enters, create a clue token. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent during your turn, create a 1/1 ally token, triggering only once each turn, right? So that's pretty decent since it makes a clue that you can then sacrifice to trigger itself, okay? And then all removal, right? No, just kidding. We have the Susurian Voidborn here for 3 mana, 2/2. Whenever this creature or another artifact or creature you control dies, target opponent's going to lose 1 life, you gain 1 life. You can warp it in for as little as 1, which is pretty cool if you're comboing in a little bit later on in the game. And on that note, the Vengeful Bloodwitch, aka the Blood Artist, for 2 mana as a 1/1. Whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life, right? The Voidborn's nice because it triggers on the artifacts as well, but we don't have too many clues in the deck, so no problem. And then, you know, it's the sacrifice fodder. Infestation Sage, a 1/1 that makes another 1/1 token when it dies. Nesting Bot, a 1/1 that makes another 1/1 when it dies, right? And then it's the removal. Ruthless Lawbringer, 3/2 for 3. When it enters, sacrifice a creature. If you do, destroy target non-land permanent. Thank you very much. Eaten Alive. We can cast this for 1 if we sacrifice a creature to exile creature or planeswalker, or pay an additional 4 for 5 total. Dusk Rose Reliquary for 1. Sacrifice an artifact or creature as an additional casting cost. It has Ward 2, and when it enters, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield, right? And then some more sacrifice fodder with Market Gnome, 1 mana, 0/3. When it dies, gain a life, draw a card. Value within our deck through Corrupted Conviction. As an additional casting cost, sacrifice a creature to draw 2 cards, which is awesome. Typically saccharine, you know, the 1/1 ally that we're making, or the fodder if we're not there yet. Of course, we have additional sacrifice engines in the deck to help us combo in on the Bloodwitch. That's not mana-based, because we have to cast all these in order to sacrifice. We can only use so many of those a turn. But maybe we have Umbral Caller Zealot out as a 2 mana, 3/2. Sacrifice another creature or artifact, surveil 1, and Bartolomé, a 2/1 that can sacrifice another creature or artifact to put a +1/+1 counter on itself. That is the deck in its entirety. Stack up, you know, your gnome, your bot, your sage. Get a Toils of War in, hopefully on top of it, and then remove whatever they're playing while trying to stack up your damage dealers. But keep in mind that, you know, the Lawbringer can attack, Bartolomé can attack, the Zealot can attack, you know, so can the 1/1s, and you can deal quite a bit of damage that way as well, right? So try to attack by opening up those lanes through the removal, and then finish out the match through the sacrifice damage, right? As you've kind of built up your board state. Decklist is in the description below. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, kick back, relax, and enjoy today's gameplay. Opponent going first. Let's keep 7. Play slower than we would. Toils of War. Ooh, I probably want to play that on turn 2, don't I? Oh, 3rd land. Perfect. So yeah, let's not go slow anymore. This can be like a later land. Or maybe right now. Maybe I'll just go Bartolomé. Okay, when it enters or attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. Threshold, +1/+1 has Death Touch, 7 card types in your grave. Sorry, 7 cards. Is it card types? That would be crazy. That would be hard to get. It's a Crow of Dark Tidings. When it enters or dies. Okay, cool. So, land in play. Voidborn in as a warp. Sack the clue. Double trigger. And we take their creature. Getting some early value out of the Voidborn. Billowing Shriekmiss. That'd be a good Christmas card. Land in. Let's go Bartolomé. And then sack a creature to basically replace itself, right? Ending our turn. 2 Ruthless Lawbringers ready to roll. Another Dreadwing. Drawing, discarding. I want to get this Voidborn in sooner than later. Every sacrifice we do that's not with it in play is almost wasted damage. What is this? That's a card. Are they reanimating that? -2, I can't sidestep that. Okay, let's Voidborn hold up our Conviction past turn. 3 cards in their hand. One of them's a land. Good news. We have a draw. Do they? A lot of this game is just about your opening hand. A Zombify. Draw 3 cards. Okay. I see you. Attack for 2. Only on our turn. Maybe I leave it. Because I need something to sack, and I don't want to sack... Oh, we could have done it. I didn't know we were going to draw the Market Gnome, though. So, gain 1 life, draw a card. Create a 1/1, deal 1 damage to them. Also remove their permanent. Hit for 3. Another! Woo-wee! Is that their 4th one? 3rd. That's okay. I like when my opponent has a free-to-play deck, too. The game is so much more fun. Mostly because I always win. I'm just kidding. Another Toil's out. That's fantastic. This is our last removal. Take it. So we get 2 1/1s. We remove their creature. We also gain 1 life, deal 1 damage. And then we get to swing now for 6, down to 9. 2 cards in hand. Things are looking pretty good here. Removal on our Voidborn. 1 damage, 1 life. Down to 8, up to 19. They get the food. Our turn. Stop it. Bloodwitch out. Attack with everything. You're going to gain life. That's fine. 9 damage. Sacrifice the one they block. 1 damage through the Bloodwitch, 2 tokens through the Toils. Double draw. Have we played a land? No. Perfect. Sacrifice a creature. There you go. We'll save that for the Toils next turn. Stab Delphia. Good game. Going first, keeping 7, a little slower. There's not really anything to sacrifice in hand, but we're going to try. Look, what is that thing? Just taking up my whole screen. Commercial District, Surveil 1. Oh my. A second Bartolomé? Maybe we do have a sacrifice target. I think the Lawbringer is going to need to target something good. Obviously, Eaten Alive takes creatures and planeswalkers. Lawbringer can take non-creatures and planeswalkers. Like an enchantment. What are you playing with over there? Oh. Scary stuff. The Overlord, hey? This is going to consistently have them gain life, and I just can't stand for it. Specifically when we have a backup Bartolomé. 3 lands. Hidden talent. Ally enters. Nothing to sacrifice. Let's swing. Double Bartolomé sacrifice. I don't feel good about it. I'm not going to let them earthbend, though. We need some draw. We need some value. Frodo Hobbits. Nice name. I don't think that was his last name. Okay, the Metalbender is here. Earthbending 2. Oh, you have to pay 4? So 5 total? Let's attack. They're not going to block. And then we'll just dunk on it this way. And turn, you can keep your land for now. And we can hardcast Eaten Alive next turn. A Badger Maul. Oh my god. 4 mana up. Into a talent. Into a mascot. It's an ally, because it's a shapeshifter. Ay, 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 papi. Let's take them all. Defend all the 1/1s. There's 3 1/1s. Again, you know, we need a corrupted conviction to kickstart us here. Another Metalbender. This is a land? Because it's a shapeshifter. Huh. I'll swing. I don't think they block it now. They do! They have a second Haru. Taking Toph again. Land can stay in hand as a bluff. I don't know if we make it through this. This seems like we may have been outclassed. I mean, Badger Mole's doing Badger Mole things. It's impressive. A Zealot. You're not sacking these lands, are you? I'll take the damage, that's fine. I mean, we could have used you some time ago and then stacked up these Lawbringers instead of having to chain them. I mean, they're at 10. We could get a Blood Artist. Sorry, it's not. What is that card called? I keep calling it Blood Artist. Vengeful Bloodwitch, right? An Overlord. Okay, Toph is back for more metal ending. We're so cooked. Oh, that's what makes it a land. Toph is what makes it a land. That's cool. I mean, we got to start somewhere. Now, does that come back as a creature because it was a land at the time of its death? Or does it come back as a land and then reject? It comes back as a creature. Wow. Interesting. Which is now, of course, again, a land. Huh. Is it also an ally? And therefore, couldn't they just loop it on top of Haru? Isn't there a combo here? Where they can Zealot the mascot, which brings it back in, triggering the talent. Oh, okay. Aggressive. Nice. That's the first time I've seen this. That's quite cool. They need to do this pre-combat and just earthbend their creatures into lethal status, right? Another land's not gonna do it. Good game and a very cool deck. Going first, land looks good. Hand is not terrible. It's not super good though. Let's see what we're playing against. A Golgari deck. Sticking to it. Tough Cookie, which is a good card. I'm gonna Voidborn. Hopefully we can find some scraps to sacrifice. Experimental Confectioner. Interesting. We have to remove that. You know, it is what it is. I'm going to corrupt the Lawbringer too, which isn't great, but I'd rather get through the deck and also not lose to a bunch of tokens. Foods are now mana. That's good. That's really good. Wow. That's really good too. Maybe we just found a new free-to-play deck. Really? That's brutal. I guess we can take it and then just hardcast it away. How many of these do they have, though, I wonder? Are they grabbing the land? Okay. This makes foods as well. Pretty decent. I'll chump block that, of course. Ooh, that's not free to play. So now I have 2 targets I have to remove. Okay, at least that one tapped. That's perfect. Killing the Viper. If we win this, I'm gonna lose my mind up in here. I may even act a fool up in here. Down to 14. Well, we're not in a terrible spot. If they get another Viper, I'm basically cooked, but... Hey, maybe we get lucky. Oh, the land. I forgot about the land. It makes foods, too. Not great. Means they probably don't have a lot in hand, though, right? Down to 11. Not good. Technically... Ooh. Ooh. Okay, they've not sacrificed anything, though. Technically, that's lethal. I'm gonna hang out. Tempted to do the draw. It's instant speed. We can wait. Maybe there's removal, and then it's, you know, gone anyways. Llanowar Elf. Chump blocker. Oh, then crew with that too, right? Because it's crew 1. They're choosing not to do so. Just making the food. And then that 2 mana is to sack the food, right? And that's going to double the airship, which is brutal. And they get to block with the airship too, right? Up to 9. Two airships. Only one can crew. Which is brutal, but... Take a turn. Ah. Isn't untapped at least. Let's swing in. See where we get to. They block the Voidborn or Umbral? Probably Voidborn, right? The Lawbringer? Sure. I mean, if there was the wrong choice to make, I think that was it. That speed doesn't matter. Double draw, nice draw. Damage through. Bloodwitch out for lethal. Right? Take out the Bloodwitch, which is a double trigger to 2. And then the Voidborn's our third. What a comeback, ladies and gentlemen. BEA. Beautiful! I thought we were going to lose that one. All right, keeping 7. I think the hand looks okay. We've got some early drops and a lot of removal. Some draw. Just looking for our third land. I think we'll find it, no problem. Uh-oh. I thought we had all those muted. Circumvent that. We're good to go. Nesting bot is in play first because of the max speed, right? If we can get to that earlier than we should. Maybe... Well, no. Because I don't have another white drop. Or do we? Land and tapped. Hit for 1. Max speed up to 2. Market Gnome in play. Perfect sacrifice target. And then Lawbringer ready to remove non-land permanent. So, what you got, Willis? Paying life for Artisan Tid. Which we'll just exile the old-fashioned way, I guess, right? A Reanimator build? I hate you. Sacrifice a creature, kill the gnome. Gain 1 life, draw a card. More removal. Sage in play. Here for 1, max speed up now to 3. This deck is so good, though. They could win right now. Gaining life. Oblivious Bookworm. At the beginning of your end step, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card unless a permanent enters the battlefield face down under your control this turn, or you turned a permanent face up. Which seems like a weird card to run in the deck, I'll be honest. Land in play. Gnome out. Lawbringer out. Kill the gnome. Sack the gnome. Gain 1 life, draw a card. Kill the bookworm. Hit for 2, max speed, now active. Nesting bot's a 2/1. Here comes. Ta-da! I'm a wiener. Very good card. We sacrifice everything, bring everything back, and, well, their cards are better than ours. Good game. Well, alrighty then. Dust to dust. It's kind of hard to beat a removal deck, honestly. And the thing about removal, a lot of it's common and uncommon. Only typically the field wipes are rare, which we don't necessarily need in a deck that's building up sacrifice targets, right? We don't have Raise the Past, which is the combo piece missing for the deck. If you have it, then you can just focus on filling your grave with the Surveil, probably using the Gorehound at that point as well, maybe a little bit of a different build, and then sacrificing the removal, right? You're not going to be able to run as much removal because you need more creatures with power 2 or less to Surveil, and you'll need Raise the Pass, etc. So, a different deck, but very similar. Personally, I think the removal is a really good way to go. Like, as a free-to-play individual or someone who's building a new non-meta deck, the easiest ways to win will be to outpace your opponent if you can go faster, which is sometimes hard as a free-to-play deck, or out-remove them, right? And just, maintain control, which is a little bit easier to do and something that maybe we focus more on. Because I know a lot of my decks that I make, specifically the free-to-play ones, are aggro-oriented. Just want to go fast, want to get those quick, easy wins. But, we should definitely try to make... I don't know if we could do a whole control deck, but maybe some tempo builds will be on the menu. If there's any specific archetypes you want to see built out in Artisan form, the commons, the uncommons, let me know in the comments below. Of course, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It certainly does help the YouTube algorithm and keeps me coming back. But most importantly, right, just have a magical day. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Happy holidays, and I'll see you soon in the next.